Thank you for watching Toledo's longest running 9 a.m. show, Your Day, where our zip code here is 43604.
You got it. And what does that have to do with anything today? Well, your zip code does matter. Senna Friedman joins us from the Fair Housing Center with why. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm so excited about the upcoming, finally, in-person premiere at the Imagination Key Bank Theater. We're really excited. September 8th is going to be just such an incredible opportunity for all of us to watch the documentary together and then have a conversation afterwards about how where you live determines so much of your life. You know, they say that your zip code has more effect on your life outcomes health-wise, as well as, you know, where your job-wise, food, everything, than your genetic code.
Wow.
Oh.
Pretty powerful statement.
It is. It is.
You know, when you stop and you think about, you know, if you grow up in an area that is under-resourced, we've all heard the words food desert, you know?
Sure.
And what does that mean? That means an area where there are no grocery stores. And when you look at 43604...
there's not a whole lot around here, is there?
No.
Right. We have the Market on the Green in Uptown, which was put there purposefully.
Right, because it's a food desert. So the Market on the Green is an incredible community resource for everyone to get their groceries. Fresh produce.
Fresh.
That's the key. You know, there are convenience stores where you can get canned food and just highly processed food.
Which isn't necessarily maybe the best diet out there. No. Now, when we're at the documentary and then we're having that discussion afterwards, are we going to have even that localized to break down some of these zip codes across the area?
Yeah, we'll be looking, we're going to be there to answer questions and really talk about what we can do next. So the documentary is so interesting. The documentary was done during the pandemic, and we had received a grant from HUD to do the documentary on why zip code matters. And at the same time, there was an executive order that said we weren't allowed, if you received federal funding, you weren't allowed to use words like systemic racism, white privilege. We weren't allowed, it was really tough. A little complicated when you start talking about redlining. Sure. Right? That's discrimination, you know? So it was really a challenge. And how do we then produce a documentary on about these, how are we going to do this? I worked with Will at Credio, Will Lucas at Credio here locally, and we started interviewing everybody on Zoom.
Yeah, we figured it out too. We did the same thing, you know.
And we put it together, and we refer to it as the little documentary that could, because it's gone on. We submitted it to 61 film festivals. Wow. It was selected by 22 of them.
Great.
That's a good
And has won 11 awards.
Amazing.
I know, right? This
in a pandemic.
In a pandemic, on a $30,000 budget, we were able to do it. So we're really excited to interact with people after they watch it and then really have a discussion about what we can do individually, what we can do as a group and as a community.
Because it's great to point out issues and problems and challenges, but then we've got to come up with solutions and we've got to do something to change the situation for the better.
Absolutely.
So we got to have those conversations too.
Right.
And that conversation, again, you said Imagination Station, Key Bank Theater. Remind us of the date.
September 8th, 6:30. Please be there. RSVPs are required, and so just log on to Imagination Station's website and you can make your reservation.
Very good.
And I look forward to seeing everybody there.
To check it out and be part of a solution as well.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Should be a great conversation, and of course we still have more conversations coming up, and we thank you though for watching Toledo's longest running 9 a.m. show.
WTOL 11 Your Day is back in a moment.